Hello, Floyd Kennedy here, and this is Am I Old Yet? An audio comedy about a woman trying to negotiate her way through the aging process by means of various conversations with members of her family, friends near and far, and the odd stranger she bumps into, sometimes literally, at her favourite coffee shop. Now, you probably know how the podcast universe works. It depends for its survival on listeners, just like you, acknowledging your presence by rating and reviewing on your favourite podcast app. And if yours doesn't allow for that, please find a few minutes to drop a comment on the website, amioldYet.com, that's got hyphens all the way, or the Facebook page, or on Twitter. You'll find us there under the handle at amioldYet2. That's the number 2. Someone got to the first one before us. This is episode 12, Challenging Changes, in which Helen discovers the secret her old friend Rozzie from college had been keeping. And also, she learns why some suggestions for the way she should live her life just don't sit well with her.
Hi Helen, it's me, Rozzie. Oh, look, I need to talk to you, but not on the phone. I'd much rather talk face to face. I've been in touch with Dimitri, and I wanted to explain everything to you. Oh, I'm in Dorset. That's why I can't drop over. Can you call me back so we can set it up? Oh, love to you.
End of messages. To hear your messages again.
Okay then, call Rozzie back. Where's her number? Of course, it's right there in front of me. Oh, maybe I'll try FaceTime.
Hello?
Rozzie!
Hey, Helen, it's you. You got my message then?
Just now, I was out shopping, left the phone on the charger.
Oh, do you want to rest first?
Oh, that's very kind. No, I'm good. Go right ahead. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you.
So, what's in Dorset? I hear it's lovely.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm having a lovely time here with Patty.
With Patty? Oh, wow. Is she okay?
Oh, she's great. It's almost like the last 50 years never happened. We giggle all the time. The locals keep looking at us in a funny way, but she's been nagging me to call you, fill you in, so to speak.
Well, good for her. And you. So what's the deal? What's going on?
Okay, so first of all, thank you. Well, thank you for taking that call from Dimitri and giving me his number.
Oh, not a problem.
I called him a couple of weeks ago and he arranged for me to speak to Natalia. That's my daughter.
Oh, good. Well, I hope it's good.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, right. Helen, I feel awful because it's not that I wasn't being honest with you, but I didn't tell you about her because it's been such a long time and I'd sort of trained myself not to think about her. I honestly believe that she didn't want to have anything to do with me. So I just, got on with the rest of my life and let her and her father get on with theirs.
Her father?
Yes, he's a Russian diplomat. Well, he was. I actually met him in London and, well, he courted me and then he had to return to Russia. And as you know, I was with the Secret Service.
Okay.
Well, about a year later, they sent me over there and we met up again.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, and that's when Natalia was born.
Oh.
It's a very long story, but the thing was, I just didn't want to marry him.
Okay.
I know it sounds awful, but I didn't love him. Oh, I loved my daughter. And I knew he was a good father, but I didn't want to spend my life with him, and not in Russia. So I left Natalia with him and his mother.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's quite common in Russia for the grandmother to raise the child.
Oh.
So it wasn't that out of the ordinary for her.
That must have been hard for you.
Oh, yeah, it was. I did keep in touch, but once she got into those teenage years, she decided she didn't want to have any more contact. She didn't want anything to do with me. And that was fair enough, because I did abandon her after all. Well, that was 35 years ago. So fast forward, and now she actually wanted to find me. So I wanted to explain a few things to you. Settle the score so you're in the loop.
You don't have to, Rozzie. It's your business.
Well, I feel I do. You're my friend after all. Well, remember when I said I was being stalked all those years ago?
Oh, yeah.
I actually thought someone was following me, and I didn't tell you at the time, but I thought it might have been, someone from my Secret Service days. I mean, maybe there was some Russian hitman trying to murder me.
I did wonder that myself.
Oh, gosh, Helen, your imagination is worse than mine.
Thank you.
But actually, it was a contact of Dimitri's. It was this local detective agency that he had hired to try and find me, and they were still in the process of figuring out if it was actually me or not. I mean, I'd disappeared. Lost 10 years. God, what a waste.
Oh, please don't say that, Rozzie. Time we live in this world is not wasted. Stuff happens and more stuff happens, but it's never wasted.
It was 10 years ago. 10 years of not knowing Natalia. She's got children now. I'm a grandmother, just like you.
Well, that's great. So, what's the plan?
But the plan, as such, is that I'm going to go and visit them. I'm going to go and see them all as soon as travel arrangements are possible.
Great.
Yeah, great. I'm a bit nervous about it. I did check with MI6 and they seem to think it's all fine. As fine as anything is over there. Oh, it's important that I go. She can't come here with the children and that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and visit them. But it probably won't be until next year. Lovely Dimitri. He was actually a friend of Natalia's father. I knew him. That's why he said he knew me.
So is the father still around?
No, sadly. He passed away a few years ago. And I am so excited. This is so amazing to happen at my age. To get another chance for me to connect with my family.
Oh, sweetheart, we've got to grab every chance we can get. At any stage of our lives. Oh, yes, we should.
What? Oh, yes. Patty says, why don't you come and join us here in Dorset? We're going to be here for another week. Just hop on the train.
Goodness, what are trains again? I can't remember when I was last on a train. What's in Dorset anyway? Why are you there?
Well, we thought it would be fun to investigate some retirement villages. We're actually thinking of getting a house together. Oh, wouldn't that be great? The three of us doddering off into senility together. Another new adventure.
Rozzie, I can't think of anything worse.
Oh, what, you hate us that much?
Of course not. I just can't imagine living with other people around all the time. Even lovely, exciting, mad people like you and Patty. I love my wee flat. It fits me.
Don't you get lonely sometimes? I mean, we don't have to live in each other's pockets, do we? There must be houses big enough for three people to have their own space. To get away from each other when we drive each other mad.
Yes, but in Dorset, where do you get away to? Or is that a bit unfair?
Dorset, that's it. Dorset is beautiful. It's got castles and gardens and tea rooms. Fabulous scenery everywhere.
Great for a holiday. No, Rozzie. Dorset is not the problem. I'm just not ready to do that retired thing. I'm perfectly aware that I'm slowing down. I have to watch what I do, not bump into things, not get too tired. But I want to keep on doing what I can do for as long as I can. I was never one for going on rambles around the countryside or wandering through castles.
Yes, but what about trying new things? You're up for that, aren't you?
I think I am. I think of myself as someone who is up for trying new things.
Well then, come on down and just spend a few days with us, just for the heck of it. What's to lose?
Well, I could do that. Yeah. Do you know, the more I think about it, the more I think the problem for me isn't about not wanting to try new stuff. It's more about not wanting to commit myself to doing the new stuff long term. See what I mean?
Oh, I don't feel like that. We'd love to have you come down and join us. I'd love to find somewhere to settle and stay put.
And that makes perfect sense for you. And if Patty wants to move, that sounds like a plan. And I would have somewhere lovely to come for the odd weekend. I'm liking the sound of this.
Deal then. So you're coming. Look, we've got a spare bed in the front room. If you don't want it, I'll change. I'll sleep in it. It's one of those fold-down things.
Let me check my diary. How about tomorrow?
Yay, great! The girls are back in town. Yay.
The girls are back in town.
Yeah.
That was Challenging Changes, episode 12 of season 2 of Am I Old Yet by Floyd Kennedy. Rozzie is played by Frances Brodie Oldbridge. Helen is played by me. The music, Where the Old Folk Go, is arranged by Mark Bunyan. And you can find out more about Mark and Frances and all our guest artists on the website www.am-i-old-yet.com. You can also support the podcast, and believe me, we're very grateful for all the support we can get, by donating the price of a cup of coffee or by joining our team of patrons on patreon.com/amiolyet. There are extra benefits for patrons, including character naming rights, my voice on your voicemail message, and more. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.